So let me log in. If you want to log into the production, what is the URL you are supposed to use? Login.salesforce. Now, so look at the format. We already had two users. Actually, we have created Wilson. Office boy will be there. Right. So we have Wilson, we have we have Satish. So let us understand this format. Now, Wilson is trying to log into his account. When Wilson is trying to log in his account, he was unable to log in. Now the administrator want to understand why the Wilson was unable to log in and he want to fix the issue. Wilson is making an attempt to log in, but he was unable to log in. Then the administrator want to find out the reason why he was unable to log in. So any issue related to login will be found in setup, administer, manage users. Will be finding login. Here we will be finding who made an attempt to log in, what is the success, what is the failure. So if any issues are there with respect to the login, if administrator want to find out the issues, he will go to the login itself. Setup, administer, manage users, login itself. Okay. First we will try with the first example. Now, if you are trying to log in, I lost my card. Let's say I am using a credit card. I lost my card. When I have lost my card, will I cancel my card or will I block my card? So what is the difference between blocking a card and cancelling a card? When you block a card, it is a momentary. For a couple of days or a couple of hours are blocked. Then I can unblock it. When I unblock, you can continue to use the same card. When you cancel, you are permanently cancelled. It is no more in use. Right. Similarly, when I want to block any user from logging in, I want the Wilson to be blocked. But I don't want him to block permanently. For a couple of days, I want to block him. So what I can do? I can freeze. When you say freeze, boss, you will not be allowed to log in anymore. But still, you have the license what I have given you. If you want to log in first, if I want to create a Wilson, I have to give him one license. Whatever the license I give you, the license is still with you only. You still hold that license. But you cannot log in. We are blocking the user for temporary purpose. Look at the point. Go to users. Go to users. First, prior to that, I will show on screen. Go to company information. See how many licenses are there. Total licenses 2. Both of them are used. Remaining are. Then go back to this. Go to user. Go to Wilson. What I am doing here? What you will find here? When I freeze, he cannot log in. When I freeze, he cannot log in. When I freeze, he will not be able to log in. Then go back. I give username password, but it says not valid. Then go back to the login history. Then you are seeing that Wilson made attempt, but he was unable to log in because user is frozen. So I know that the user is frozen. Now, whatever the license that we give to Wilson, is it still with the Wilson? See here, the license is still with the Wilson, but momentarily he was blocked. For temporary purpose, he was blocked. So if I want to unlock him, this is the first one. No boss, I want to lock him permanently. I want to deactivate him permanently. If you want to deactivate him permanently, what I can do, go to edit, you're finding a button here. What is that? Active. What is the button here? Active. So uncheck this, uncheck it. So what I am doing here, Wilson is making an attempt to log in. He was unable to log in. Again, the same issue was reported to administrator. Administrator went to login history, verified. Then what is this? User is inactive. When I deactivate the user, what is that? Checkbox called active was there. I deactivated. When I refresh the page, how many licenses are there? 2 licenses. One is used, one is remaining. So total number of licenses what we give 2, but one is remaining, one is used. Why? If I deactivate the user, license given to the user will come back to the organization. Whatever the license I give to the user, that license will come back to the organization. When you freeze, he is broken momentarily. Momentarily is blocked. But when you deactivate, whatever the license given to you, that will come back to the organization. License given to you will come back to the organization if I deactivate the user. When I freeze, license given to the user still remain with the user, but he cannot log in. I hope you are clear. Right. Go back to the user again. I will activate because I have a license. I can activate whenever I want. Okay. Next, as per my company norms, I have company norms. What is my norms? Boss, you can make 3 wrong attempts to log into your account. If you cross 3 attempts, automatically your account is blocked. Now when you go to ATM, when you try to log in, this is enter the PIN. 3 times if you enter the PIN, what happened? Your card is blocked. It is permanently blocked or blocked for a day? Blocked. Similarly, when you are trying to log into the Salesforce, how many attempts I can make? How many wrong attempts I can make? You have to tell. Boss, how many wrong attempts you can make? If you cross that wrong attempts, what should happen to your account? Should I cancel the account? Should I block the account? What should I do? Boss, I want you to block. How long I want you to block? So this information I have to give. So what is that? Maximum invalid attempts what user can do. Maximum invalid attempts what user can do. Setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. Then what we have? Maximum invalid attempts. Now this is what? Everyone in the organization. This is for everyone in the organization. Organization level. How did you set it? Set up, administer, security controllers, password policies, set the format. Right. Now, boss, everyone in the organization can make 3 attempts, but a manager can make 5 attempts. That means for a group of people. Now for a group of people, I want to give a different set of permission. Everyone in the organization has certain permission, but for this group of people, I want to give extra permission. Or I want to remove the permission. Now when you want to control permission for a specific group of people, not for everyone in the organization. If it is for everyone in the organization, go to security controllers, password policies, make it. No boss, I want to set this permission only for a group of people. Now that group of people will have what? The group of people will have what? The group of people will have separate profile. So what I was supposed to do? Go to this, setup, administer. What is the profile I give to Wilson? Profile of Wilson is manager. Go to the manager profile. So anyone who has a profile of manager, for them I told maximum invalid items how many? If it is crossing 3, I ask you to log the account for 15 minutes. So this is what? Profile level. Setup, administer, manage users, profiles, Manager profile. Now what I'm doing here? Maximum invalid items. Right, boss? Are you clear about the format? Now, Wilson is trying to log in. He entered a wrong password. Then go to administrator. He reported the same issue to administrator. Boss, I am trying to log in, but I was unable to. Then what is saying? Invalid password. Invalid password. So what was this? Organizational. What is the profile? Let me go to the profile once again. Go to the profile. What is the profile we give to Wilson? Users. What is the profile we give for Wilson? It is VP profile. So the profile name was different actually here. For this profile, how many invalid items we made? I told 10. That is the reason he was able to make number of items. Now I told 3. Then again he was trying to log in. Blocked. Go back and see. This is was invalid password. Let's say password is why I told 3 invalid password. If you enter 3 times a wrong password, automatically your user is blocked. Now, how many invalid attempts user can make to log into his account? Like we got ATM, 3 attempts are there. Now when you go to online banking account, they give 3 attempts. If you cross that 3 attempts, what happened? Your account is going to be locked. Like that, how many invalid attempts I can make? If you cross 3, what should happen? I told you if you cross 3, lock the account for 15 minutes. Now, if a user account is locked, now the people have reported to the administrator, boss, we are trying to log in, but I was unable to log in. Then administrator opened the history and he found that you entered wrong password, your user is blocked. Then how does the administrator resolve this? How does the administrator resolve this? Now when you open the Wilson, you found that user is logged. User is logged because of invalid attempts. Now administrator has to resolve it. There are 2 choices. First choice is, boss, if you remember the password, I will unlock you. If you don't remember the password, I will reset the password. I will send a link for resetting the password. If you remember the password, I will unlock you. If I don't remember the password, I will reset the password. Right, boss? So, if user is making a maximum number of invalid attempts, automatically his account is locked. When the account is locked, administrator can resolve this issue by unlocking the user or by resetting the password. I hope I'm clear. Right. So what I'm doing now? Unlock. Right. So what are the 3 options we have seen? Freeze, deactivate, maximum number of invalid attempts. Maximum number of invalid attempts at organization level, maximum number of invalid attempts at a profile level. Profile means for only a group of people. Organization is for everyone. Right? Which will dominate? Profile will dominate. Why profile will dominate? That's the reason why I gave profile. Whatever is available at organization, I don't want. That's the reason I gave it profile level. So if you give organization level and profile level, which will dominate? Profile level will dominate. Right. I hope you are clear with these 3 points. Okay. Next, boss, I want my company working hours are from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. My company working hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are allowed to log in from only 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are allowed to log in from only 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., you are not supposed to log in. So what is this? Business hours restriction. The days and hours during which my support team is available. Days and hours during which my support team is available to assist you. That is called business hours. That is called business hours. Now, if I want to keep my business hours set up, then administer company profile. What you are finding here? Business hours. company profile, business hours. Edit. What is the time zone? Asia, Calcutta. Then I told what time to what time. Sunday, I want to give an off. Right. You specify what time to what time. So this is what business hour restricted at organization level for everyone in the organization. How did you come across this? Setup, administer, company profile, business hours, and new business hours. If you want to create, specify what time to what time. I hope you are clear. Now I want to give different business hours for entire organization. For a group of people, I want to give a different set of business hours. Business hours should change person to person. Now, for a group of people, I want to give a different business hours. For a group of people, I want to give a different business hours. How will you achieve it? Setup. For a group of people is always what? Profile. What is the profile? VP profile. Scroll down. When you scroll down, what you are finding here? Login. Click on edit. Now I want to give. So today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. On Tuesday, people can log in from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. So all the people who have a profile of VP operations, he can log in from only 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. This guy was trying to log in. When you are trying to log in failed. Then go back to the login history. What was this? The user was restricted. Now I want to restrict this profile. All the users who have a manager profile, they can log into my organization only from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Everyone in the organization can log in, all 24/7. So what is it? Giving the restriction based on business hours. As per the business hours, we want to restrict the people. Right, boss? The third one. Are you clear about this? Right? So what is the next level we have? Was restrict the people based on IP address. My application is very sensitive application. I don't want everybody to log in from whatever the system they want. Now my application is very sensitive application. You are supposed to log in from only company systems. You cannot log in from outside. Then what I want to do? I want to restrict the login to my systems only. So restrict the users based on IP address. Restrict the users based on IP address. My application is a sensitive application. I don't want the people to log in from whatever the system they want. I want the people to log in from only specified address. So what I can do? IP address restriction. Now IP address restriction. This I can do for entire organization or I can do for only specific group of people. For entire organization means setup, administer, security controllers, network access. This is for entire organization. Don't give this restriction unless you know your IP address. Otherwise, you will not be able to log in. Right. So this is for entire organization. Next, no boss, not for entire organization. For a profile, I want to give a restriction. So what I can do? Administer, manage users, VP operation profile. Open the profile. Login it. Now when I save it, it throws error that your system is not within this range. I told no problem, save it. So my system is not within this IP address. See. For VP operation I told, you can log in only from those IP addresses. The range of IP addresses. Then the guy was trying to log in. Login failed. Open the history. What was that? Restricted IP address. So we can restrict the people in different ways. In how many ways we can restrict the people from logging in? In how many ways we can restrict the people from logging in? So let me give you. If you want to restrict people from logging into your account, we can go with freeze, deactivate. Then we have invalid call. Okay, wrong items. Then login hours or business hours, login IP ranges. Now we can freeze the user, we can deactivate the user, invalid items, login hours, IP address restriction. These are the ways in which we can restrict the user. Now, which will dominate, profile or organization? Profile will dominate. Even though you gave it organization level, you are supposed to go to profile and give it. Otherwise, the profile will dominate. Profile will dominate organization level. Profile will dominate organization level. Right? Okay. Any queries on this format? Now, I gave whatever I mentioned. Along with the navigation, I mentioned the hard copy, what I given you. Whatever I mentioned, I gave it the hard copy. So let me show you that. Once the user is created, I cannot delete the user. How do you create a user? Setup, administer, manage users, user, new user. Enter the required fields, select the role, select the license, select the profile. I give some use cases for a practice. Then, business hours. These are the days and hours during which your support team is available. This we can set at two levels: organization level, profile level. Organization level. Organization level is restriction is applied for every user in the organization, and users in the organization can log in only during login hours. Whatever the login hours I mentioned, only during those login hours you can log in. Then, now, if you log in, my company login hours are from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I log in at 5 o'clock. 10 to 6 is the login hour. I log in at 5 p.m. I started working. Right now the time is 6:01. What will happen? Any user who logged in, they can continue to work even after login hours. You cannot re-log in, but anybody who has logged in during the login hours, they can continue to work even after login hours. If everybody has logged in, he can continue to work even after login hours, but he cannot re-log in. Okay, that's what I was trying to convey. Right. I give some use cases for you. Try it. So if you give it organization alone, you will not be able to test it. Give organization with a profile. Give organization level and profile level. Okay. Then profile level login restriction. How do you give business hour restrictions? Setup, administer, company profile, business hours, edit, choose the time zone, choose the business. Profile level means when you want to give a restriction for a group of people. For a specific group of people, if required, we will go with the profile level. So when you say profile level, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, and login hours. So when you want to give a restriction for a profile, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, login hours. This is for a specific profile. Now similarly, I give IP address restriction. We can restrict the users from logging in based on their IP addresses. In how many ways I can keep? Two ways. Organization level, profile level. When you say organization level, it's for everyone. How do you do it? Setup, administer, security controllers, network access, set IP ranges. Profile level, it's for only a group of people. Setup, manage users, profile, profile name, login IP ranges. Then maximum invalid items. How many invalid items one user can make before you log into his account? That I can give it again. Organization level, profile level. Organization means setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. Profile level, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, edit. I hope you are clear. The next step, we got freeze the user, deactivate the user. How do you check the login history? Setup, administer, manage users, login history. Okay. Now I hope you have got my points here. Okay. Now you want to go for password policies. I hope you are clear with these points. Everyone is clear? Anyone has any queries on this? Everyone has followed? So what is that? Freeze, block the user temporarily. License is with the user only. Deactivate, block the user permanently. License is given back to organization. Business hours, only during those hours you can log in. IP addresses, only from those IP addresses you can log in. Then we give maximum invalid attempts. How many wrong attempts you can make to log into his account? Profile and organization, both we need to set. If you give it at one level, the restriction will not be applied completely. You are supposed to give both levels because the permissions are available at organization profile. If you don't mention at profile level, profile will dominate. So what is that? No restriction for profile. So obviously what happened? Profile will dominate. Let us see the next. Now listen to the context carefully. Password policies. Generally, when it is a password, what are the policies? Length of the password. Length of password. Then combination of password. Am I right? What is the minimum 6 characters, minimum 8 characters? One letter should be capital, another letter should be small, or it should be one digit or one special character. Like that we have combination. Length of okay. How many old passwords I have to remember? How many old passwords we have to remember? So what was this? Length of the password. Combination of password. How many old passwords we have to remember? Like let us see. When I am trying to reset my password, it will say your new password cannot be any one of your old password. Am I right? Some of the cases when you are trying to reset my password, it says your new password should not be any one of your last 2 passwords. Your new password should not be any one of your last 4 passwords. So what is that? I have to remember. If I remember the old 3 password, the system remembers all your old 3 password. That is the reason it is saying my new password cannot be any one of the last 3 passwords. Right? All this type of data is available with password policies. When you say password policies, they will check. Boss, what is the length of your password? Combination of your password, and how many old passwords I have to remember. If I keep a password, for how many days I have to use minimum? The password should expire in how many days? Boss, after every 1 week you should ask me to reset my password. That means for every 1 week you have to give me alert, reset your password. Then, if I forget a password, should I ask you a security question? Yes. If I say yes, ask me a security question. Can the question itself contain the answer for it? So all these are given as what? Password policies. Let us see this. Setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. What is it? User password expires in 90 days. After 90 days, when I try to log in, it says reset your password. Then enforce password history. How many old passwords should I remember? I told 3 passwords. 4. So my new password cannot be any one of my last 4 passwords. Minimum length of the password 8 characters. Password complexity, what is it? No restriction. Mix of alphanumeric, mix of alphanumeric and special characters. Password question requirement. Can my password contain the? Can my question contain the password? Cannot contain the password. How many invalid attempts I can make? For how much time the password should be locked? Okay. Now, what is the secret answer? Okay, minimum for how many days I have to use this? Can I set the password through programming? That all these are what? Password. Name itself say what they are. The name itself they say what they are. Password expires in how many days? How many old passwords I have to remember? Length of the password, complexity of the password. Can I keep the password answer for the question as a Answer for the question as a question. Password security question can contain answer. Satish, what okay? Satish, what is your okay? Who is your football player? Favorite football player? My answer is football. So question itself contain my answer. Can the security question contain the answer for the question? My question again, Satish, okay, who is your favorite football player? My answer is football. So what is it? Question contains password. Is it allowed or not? Then how many invalid attempts I can make? If you cross that attempts, for how much time the account should be blocked? Right? Can I ask you a security question? Boss, require minimum 1 day. If I enable this, if I set the password today, minimum you have to wait for 1 day to reset the password. This type of right. All these are called password. Now look at the section. We have let us once again take the combination to understand the things better. So what are the points we have? First one we have manage roles. Then we have manage profiles. Then we have manage internal users. Then we have reset password. Manage business hours. Manage IP address. Manage IP address. Password policies. Manage password policies. So all these are the some of the permission. Now whatever we learn now, whatever we learned, manage roles. When do you require this? If I give this permission, you can create a new role. You can create a new role, modify the existing roles. When I enable this, you can create a new profile, modify the existing profiles. When I create this, you can create a new user, modify the existing user. If when I create this, when I select this, you can reset the password of the user. When I set this, you can modify your organization business hours. When I enable this, IP address restriction. When I enable this, you are allowed to change your password policies. What was this? All these are the permissions required. For every topic that we learned, there is a permission. If that permission is enabled for you, you can also do that. So in the organization, who can create a role? Anybody who has the permission, manage roles, they can create. Who can create a new profile? Anybody in the organization who has the profile permission enabled. Are you clear? Clear? Right, boss? All these are the permissions. So this is restricted to only administrator? No. We can give this permission to anyone as per your company policies. Alright, Amma? Anyone has any queries on this? As of now, anyone has any queries? So tell me in how many ways we can restrict the user? Freeze, deactivate, business hours, IP address, maximum number of invalid attempts at the organization level, at a profile level. I hope you are clear, right? So we have seen how to create a user, how to control the permission. Any further queries on this? Clear? Okay. Now we'll try to understand the next concept. Listen to the concept. Everyone is comfortable with this? Copy is given to you, right? Just follow the navigations what I mentioned in the copy. Look at the next concept. We are trying to understand documents. What is a document? If I want to upload any images, files, PDFs into the Salesforce, we will store them in a table called a document. Document is a standard table created by the Salesforce. We call the table as object. Document is a standard object created with the Salesforce. What type of documents will be stored? Was whatever the information we want to store, like PDF, images, files, will be storing them in document. Now, documents are classified into two types. One is internal document and external document. When I say internal document, content of the file will not be visible. If I upload my resume, send as an email to you, will you be able to open the resume directly? Resume is not visible directly. You have to download the file, then you will be able to see. Right? Now let us say now, what was this? Content of the file is directly visible. Content of the file is directly visible. They sent a file with me. Now, without opening, the content of the file is visible to me. So, what is this called? Externally available image. It is called externally available image. Content of the file is directly visible. Now, go to this. Now, what was this? Content of the file is not visible. I have to open it to see the file. If you want to see the file, you are supposed to click on it and view the file. So, content of the file is not visible directly. It is called internal document. If the content of the file is visible directly, it is externally available image. It is called externally available image. If the content of the file is not visible directly, then it is called internal document. If the content of the file is not visible directly, it is called as internal document. Externally available image and internal document. I hope you are clear. Now, the point is how to create these documents. Look at the point. All these are what? What is this? Tabs. All these are what? Tabs. There are so many tabs in the organization, you are not able to see all the tabs. If you want to see a specific tab, what I will do? Click on plus sign. Click on plus sign. You are able to see a list of tabs. Then what you are finding here? Click on the documents. Then it is asking, create a folder to store the documents. Create a folder to store the documents. What is that? Create a now on the folder, what type of access you want to give? Read only or read and write? I told read and write. Who will have this access? To everyone or only to some people? Now you decide. Right now we are giving to everyone. Folder. You are creating a folder available to whom? Right. So what is that format?
ఆఫర్ లెటర్లు అవన్నీ చేస్తాడు వాడు ఇచ్చిన నెంబర్లకు ఫోన్ చేయాలి మనం మనం అసలు ఫోటో పంపిస్తే వాళ్ళు ఆఫర్ లెటర్లు ఐడి కార్డు అన్ని రిలీజ్ చేస్తామన్నారు.
Right. So what I'm doing? So we have documents. Click on the plus sign. Then we have documents. New document. What we are doing here? Documenting. Now it is asking, indicate the document is internal or external. I told internal. In which folder? Choose the file. I have some files. Save the file. So file is loaded. But are you able to see the file? So what we are supposed to do? Click on view file to see the image. View file to see the image. Right, boss? Now we are uploading. The same file I am making as externally available image. And what happened? The content of the file is directly visible. Now you are ready. Go back. Setup first. Plus sign. Click on the plus sign. Then we have Documents tab. Then again try out. Create a new folder. Then what we have? Folder is accessible to all the users. Then we are giving a permission. Once you created this logo, what you are supposed to do? New document. Then I am giving a document name. Is it internal or external? If I make it external, I can use it as a logo for my company. If I make it as internal, logo will not open. Logo should be always what? Should be visible to everyone. So I am making it as externally available image. In which folder you want to store? App folder. Choose the file. Similarly, one more document. Plus sign. Documents. New document. Then indicate as externally available image. App logo. Choose the file. This is how we create. I hope you are clear. Now these are called documents. Now the question is, what is the maximum size of the file? Can upload 1 TB file. Now what is the maximum size of the file? It can be 5 MB. Maximum size of the document we can upload at a time is 5 MB. Maximum size of the document what we can upload into the Salesforce is 5 MB file. What is the maximum size of the document? 5 MB. So what is the document? It is used to store files or images within the Salesforce. How do you create them? Click on the tab panel, plus sign, document, new document. How many types of document? 2 types of document. What are they? Internal document and external document. Internal means all the internal employees can see. Only internal employees can see. Internal employees of the organization can see. When you say externally document, externally available image, that is visible to internal people as well as external people. What is internal? Content of the file is not visible. Content of the file is not visible. We have to click on view file to see the content. What is externally available image? Content of the file is directly visible. Content of the file is directly visible. Content of the file is directly visible. Right? Who can see the external file? Internal users, external users. Who can see the internal file? Only internal users. I hope you are clear. Right? What is the size of the file? 5 MB. Who can see? Who can see the file? All the people who have access to the folder, they will be able to see. Right? Any further queries on this concept? People have got this concept? Clear? Clear for everyone? Clear?
Satish, who are internal users and who are called external users?
So, employees of your organization will become internal users and your partners, customers will become external users. People who are trying to access the data from website of your organization or the community of your organization or the portal of your organization, they are called external users. They are called external users. So, if it is an ICICI bank, staff of ICICI bank becomes internal, and customer who is accessing the ICICI application from online banking or partners who are logging into their portal and updating the data about background verification or other things, that becomes what? External users. Right. Any other queries from your end? People have got the story? Clear? Am I clear with this? Right. Any further queries from your end? Okay. Now, yes.
So, can we use the user only for seeing it, not download it?
Come again?
Can we use the user only to see the document, not
Obviously.
download it?
Yes, we can do it. Table level permissions we are doing. Now, let us go to the next part of the story. I hope you are clear with this format. Any further queries on this? Maximum 5. Fine. It should be centralized, not for video mode. It's for the data centralization. So data should be it's for data centralization. Now an example, as you asked me a video. Now I'm also using a Salesforce here. My site is running on Salesforce only, but I have 3 applications. The size of each size will be 2 GB or 1 GB. I cannot store it. What I'm doing, I'm putting everything on Amazon, putting on Vimeo to Salesforce to PHP website. Right. Now, what the site you are finding? The front end I give PHP website because I have to give username password. Now, if I have to give username password on the Salesforce, but every user I have to pay money to Salesforce. Right. Now, then let's say there are 200 students per batch. Now, for online classroom altogether, there are 200 people. Right. Or what I have to give? I have to purchase 200 licenses. If I have to purchase 200 licenses, second day I have to sell my property. Classroom and building also I have to sell it WP. So I cannot spend that much money for the license cost because it's only short-term access. So what I have done? I made a front-end PHP application. Okay, front-end PHP application. Background at the backend, I made some Java application to verify your credential, authentication, everything. Then I give. But the data should be given, video should be given. Now people will ask, boss, you are facing Salesforce, why you are using PHP? Now the backend is Salesforce, but frontend I am using PHP because I want to give student access. For every student access, I cannot go with a license. I can go with the communities. I can go with the communities, but still I have to pay the money. But if it is this is one time, if I just build a code, now I know PHP, I just build my own application. So it is easy for me. No investment, one time investment. Right. Getting my point here. Because it's a small scale application. The front end only login access I want to give. But my data which I need, my videos, my materials, that should be secure. That I am taking care at the back end on the cloud. But front end access is only through. No. I don't have a dummy email, I guess. So it's out of context. Come back. Now the same question somebody has asked. Okay. Answer for your question. Now come back. Now let us come back to the next point. How to create applications in the Salesforce. How to create applications in the Salesforce. Right. Now, what is an application? Application is a collection of tabs. If you open the sales application, it's what? Collection of all these tabs. If you go to service application, it's a collection of all these tabs. If you go to community application, it's a collection of all these tabs. So basically, what is an application? Collection of tabs. What is the tab? If you click on the tab, page may open. If you click on the tab, table may open. When you click on the tab, site may open. When you click on the tab, logic may run. So if you user want to open anything, user want to enter anything, you require one interface. What is that interface? Tab. Now, application is a collection of tabs. How many types of applications we have? There are 2 types of application. What are they? Standard application and custom application. How many types of applications we have? 2 types. Standard application and custom application. What is a standard application? Application developed by the Salesforce are called standard application. Any application developed by the Salesforce are called standard application. Example, sales, call center, marketing, charter, all these are developed by Salesforce. Any application developed by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. So if the Salesforce is developing them, we are calling them under Salesforce CRM. Now, you want to build your own application. My company want to build loan management application. My company want to build leave. In my company, we are using the Salesforce application. For my employees, leave management, I am maintaining separate application. For my employees, for payroll, I am maintaining separate application. I want to build my own application. The applications which are developed by you as per your business rules, as per the organization needs, are called custom application. What are the custom applications? Applications developed by the user as per your organizational needs are called custom application. Now, if you want to build a custom application, how do you build? So basically, what is an app? App is a collection of tabs. App is a collection of tabs. Now, how many types of applications are there? Two types: standard and custom. Standard are developed by Salesforce. Anything that is developed by Salesforce cannot be deleted. Name some of the standard applications: sales, call center, marketing, and so on. Now, what are custom applications? Applications developed by the user as per his business requirement are called custom application. As per the business requirement are called custom application. Now, how to develop custom applications? Look at this. Setup, build, we have setup, build, create, objects, build apps, new app. Console app or a custom app. Right now we are getting custom app. First step, console app or a custom app. Now they have application name, application label. Application name, application label. Now, what was that? Application name. Label with which applications are visible to you. Now, if you go to bank, ICICI, now, is it the name of the bank or shortcut name of the bank? Shortcut name. If you want to remember the entire name of the bank, nobody will go to bank. Right? So, they have a lengthy name. So, what they do? ICICI is what? Display name. It is a display name. But if they want to make any agreement with any other company, they are supposed to give complete. They are supposed to give a complete name, right? Now you take your Facebook account, you give some Rockstar or Brandstar or some XYZ star, your name will be some Veervenkatana or something, right? So what is that? Display name. With what name you are displaying on your Facebook is what? Label. But when you go to your resume, when you go to your certificates, actual name will come. If somebody want to give an offer letter to you, on your actual name they will give you. If somebody want to give a loan to you, on your actual name they will give you. The display name is the name which you are using to display to the users. But actual name is different, display name is different. Are you getting my point here? So when you say label name, with what name application will be visible to you? When I say list of applications, look at this. When I say list of applications, all these are list of applications. When you are displaying a list of application, with what name applications are displayed, they are called label name. But what is the actual name of the application? If you want to refer to that application using a program, you are going to use application name. Application name is actual name of the application and it is used to refer to the application programmatically. Right. So application label, application name. Label I give. Load management app. Now I give here. This is a label name, this is the application. Right. Now, every application will have a logo. Every application will have a logo like this. What is the logo for your application? Now we set. What is opening here? Documents are opening. What is opening here? Documents. Just now we created documents. The documents which you uploaded, that I am coming here. So I am going with that. So whatever the document you uploaded, I am selecting it. So what is this? Logo of the application. It is the logo of the application. Now documents which you uploaded, I can choose the document as a logo, provided if that document is a externally available image. Now when you are uploading the document, what is the maximum size of the logo? Maximum size of the document is 5 MB. But if you want to use it as a logo, what should be the maximum size? 20 KB. Maximum size of the logo can be what? 20 KB. Maximum size of the logo is 20 KB. Width and height is what? 300 pixel and 55 pixel. Width and height can be maximum 300 pixel and 55 pixel. Now, every application will have group of tabs. Now you are building your own application. In this application, which tabs you want? Application is a collection of tabs. Now, in your application, which tabs you want to include? As of now, out of the available tabs, which you want to include? Right now, based on the available tabs, which you want to include? I told I will include accounts. Okay. Every application will have first page. When I click on the campaign, when I click on the campaign tab, campaign data is opening. Account tab, account data is coming. Ideas tab. So whichever the tab we are clicking, the corresponding data is coming, right? Okay. Now, boss, you are creating your own application, and you told in your application there are 3 tabs: home, account, contact. When I open this application, on the first page, whose data should be displayed? If you click on home, home data will come. If you click on account, account data will come. Click on contact, contact data will come. But when you open the application, on the first page, whose data will come? So that I am selecting as default landing tab. What was it called? Default landing tab. The tab whose data need to be displayed on the first page. Out of these 3 tabs, I told display account data. Whatever the account tab data is there, that will be opened in the first page. Now, who can see this application? You are creating an application, but who is allowed to see this? I told show it to clerk profile, show it to HR operations, show it to manager profile, show it to VP profile. Select the profiles for whom the application should be. When you open, what is this? So what is displayed here? Label. That actually means loan management app. What is displayed here? Label. Now what are the tabs? Home, accounts, contacts. Out of this, on the first page, whose data open? On the first page, accounts data open. On the first page, account data open. I hope you are clear. So what is the application? It is a collection of apps. Logo for the application. Then, what is the first one? Label name, application name. Logo for the application. Which tab should be displayed? Out of that, on the first page, whose data should open? Who can see? These are the steps involved in creating the application. Let me create one more time. Setup. Build. Create. Apps. New app. Payroll. It's an image. Next. What tabs? Which tabs you want to display? Select the tabs. Out of these tabs, whose data you want to display on the first page? I told home data. This time I will show only home tab data. Who can see this application? I told clerk can see. There are 2 options: visible, default. I told visible, default. For rest of the people, I told visible. Save it. Then go back to this payroll. You are able to see this application with the following tabs on the first page. Right? Everyone is clear with this? People have followed? People have followed? Now, let us come back to the point. Visible and default. I told visible. I told for some profile, I told visible and default. Now, let us understand this. I have a user. It is a Salesforce application. Now, there are a group of applications here. In this, there are a group of applications like we have sales application, we have group of application. Now, company recruited this guy today. Today only they recruited this guy and they gave him a profile called clerk profile. They recruited a guy called Sham. They gave a profile called clerk. They gave username password. They are asking this guy to log in. When you log in for the first time into Salesforce, you're logging. When you log in for the first time, out of those 4 applications, which application should open for you? There are 4 applications. Okay, out of those 4 applications, which application should open for you? When I log in, some application should open for me. Which application should open for you? When you log in for the first time, which application should be open for you? Now I told for clerk profile, default. For clerk profile, I told default. For clerk profile, I told default. That means any user with a clerk profile, when they log in for the first time, that application will open. Whichever the application is defined as a default for a profile, when the user with that profile log in for the first time into his account, not every day, for the first time into Salesforce account, then that application will be open. I hope you are clear with this. Any query? Now I'll create one user. Setup. Manage users. New user. I'm creating Faraj. Then role I'm giving. What is the license? Salesforce platform. Profile I'm giving clerk. For the clerk profile, I told default. Which application is default? Payroll application is a default. So when I create this for us, did he log in till now? No. This is the first time he is going to get his account. I created for us. Then he logged into the Salesforce for the first time. When he logged in, which application opened? So why? Because for the clerk profile, I told that application is default. So any user with the clerk profile, when they log in for the first time, that application will come as a default application. Are you clear about this format? Right? Now, so what is an application? Application is a collection of tabs. Application is a collection of tabs. Right? How many types of applications are there? 2 types of application. That's standard application and a custom application. Applications created by the Salesforce are called standard applications. Applications created by the user are called custom applications. Anything that is created by the Salesforce cannot be deleted. We can only modify it as per your requirement, but you cannot delete it. Custom application, as per your business requirement, as per your company requirement, you are building your own applications, which are called custom applications. Right. So when you are building a custom application, what is the navigation we have? setup, build, create apps, new app. Select the custom app. Console app we'll see tomorrow. Custom app, test application label, application name, label with what name it should be displayed, application name, actual name of the application. If you want to refer it programmatically, we are going to use application name. Then next, what is the logo? So first, what you should do? Create the logos in the document, upload the logos in the document, then use it. If you don't upload any document, Salesforce logo will come. If you don't upload, Salesforce logo will come. Right. What is the size of the logo? 20 KB. Minimum 3 KB, maximum 20 KB. Minimum 3, maximum 20. Now, then we are going with it. Width and height 300 pixel and 55 pixel. Width and height 300 pixel and 55 pixel. Next, choose the tabs. Choose the tabs. What is the default landing tab? When I log in, for the first time when I open the application, which data should be displayed? That's a default landing tab. Now, which profile can see this? Who can see? Select the visible. Visible means you can see. Default means anybody with this profile log in for the first time, this will be opened as a default application. Now, question is, how many applications we can create? You are creating the application, okay, but how many applications you can create? Number of applications what you can create purely depends upon the license, okay, purely depends upon the edition what you purchased. Now, purely based on the edition what you purchased, your applications can be created. Now, what is that? If you purchase unlimited edition, how many application? Unlimited apps. Enterprise edition, 10 application. Developer edition, 10. Professional, 5. So, number of applications what you can create purely depends upon the edition what you purchased. Edition what you purchased. Is that was clear? Hard copy was given in that? Is not that? Okay. They will give it tomorrow. We will collect it tomorrow. I hope you are clear. Any further queries from your end?